Alright guys, welcome back yet again. In the previous video we saw how Wolf and Emperor Frederick got the better of Arabians. We had Vizier Nizar and Saladin, but this time I just wanted to test them even more to see how capable they are. So this time they will be fighting Emir, Caliph and Saladin at 40,000 gold deathmatch game. Let's start the fight. So here's Emperor Frederick and Wolf together, just as they were in the last video we saw, and Wolf is constructing the same big castle. This time Wolf has got a bit of challenge, it's because this time he will not be having Wazir as his enemy but Saladin early on. And there is also a tougher challenge for Emperor Frederick as well, because he will be facing Emir Omar, who is far more aggressive than Nizar and defensively better than Nizar, we can say, but though is still not that good defensively. But he still has a great potential to defend himself against Emperor Frederick's huge blows. And then we have got Caliph. Caliph is on the one corner of the map, so he should be having a good time there for at least as long as Wolf and Emperor Frederick don't, get the better of his allies. Of course, gathering resources will be one of the
We
biggest
are under
challenges for
attack.
Wolf. He has already started using his catapults. They have got plenty of grass to, gather food by placing farms, but it's a bit of challenge to gather stone and iron in this map. Emperor Frederick is already showing his ability with his catapults, how aggressive he can be. He has already destroyed a tower or two of Emir Omar. Okay, as it seems, Caliph has decided to attack Emperor Frederick. Unlikely, as in the last video we saw was Wazir and Saladin both attacking Wolf. In this video we are watching Caliph attacking Emperor Frederick while being on the same spot as Saladin in the previous video was. Well, Emperor Frederick is doing an extremely good job. He's already putting a lot of pressure on Emir Omar. But the thing is, we all know how good Emir Omar is with his horse archers, so he can prove to be a threat for Emperor Frederick as well. Okay, Wolf is charging with his army against Saladin. His trebuchets are able to access Saladin's couple of towers here in front, or maybe just one. But it will never be easy for Wolf to get the better of Saladin. He's unlike Wazir and he knows how to defend himself and he knows how to do counterpoint against his opponents. One of the best lords for a reason. Not a very useful attack, but it's just the beginning. Let's see what Emperor is doing. He is putting a lot of pressure on Emir, I see. Emir has got just 5,000 gold left. So it means that Emir hasn't been able to really find his radar against Emperor Frederick. I thought he may have just put Emperor Frederick under a bit of trouble, but that doesn't seem to be the case, as we are watching Emperor Frederick already getting the better of Emir. It feels like Nizar was able to put up a better show comparatively. Caliph wants to attack Emperor Frederick. He wants to put pressure on Frederick. Well, Frederick's castle is defensively very good. It's not as large as Wolf's, but it's a very good castle. Let's see what Wolf's doing there. Okay, Saladin has started bombarding Wolf with a lot of catapults. This is something that Wolf didn't have to face in the previous video when he was against Wazir. You got to love Saladin. He's awesome. But can Emperor Frederick kill Emir and equal the numbers? As it seems, he surely can, because Emir Omar is struggling a little more now. Caliph has got the most amount of gold as he's sitting there enjoying himself. And Wolf, look at Wolf, he's losing a bit of gold here. Emperor Frederick is using a lot of gold to recruit troops, but he's been quite effective in doing so. He seems to be a bit more successful than Wolf at the moment. Well, these many Arabian swordsmen are never going to be enough. But here is a bit of challenge for Emperor Frederick to be able to gather stone by placing his stone quarries here. That's going to be a challenging stuff. Oh, look at the number of iron mines he has here. His economy is working fine, but Wolf seems to be now struggling a little bit. As Saladin's catapults are still bombarding his towers. And yes, he surely is struggling now. He has lost gold. He doesn't have a good economy. He clearly is struggling against this Arabian lord, Saladin. 13,000 gold Saladin has. And it feels like Saladin is getting better of Wolf at the moment. One tower destroyed. And it's not the first time he has destroyed these towers. Continuous bombardment on Wolf. I think Emperor Frederick should be quick in killing Emir. Okay, let's see what he can do in this very attack. He has a chance. He has got a chance here. But all of his swordsmen were burnt by a fire thrower. Well, Emir survived this time. Okay, Caliph is doing a very good job now, putting pressure on Emperor Frederick, pushing him on the back foot. Frederick has lost a good amount of gold as well, so he won't be recruiting units as fast as he would like. Okay, these three guys have proved to be more competitive than Nizar and Wazir. I tell you what, Emperor Frederick still has got a chance. If he kills Emir, he still has got a good chance here to dominate. Caliph is unleashing again with his army. Caliph's assassins were able to climb up the towers.
We are under attack.
Now Emperor Frederick is also feeling the pump. Wolf wants to give a counter punch. Will he be successful? It doesn't seem like. It's because Saladin has got a good amount of gold in his account, and defensively he is not that easy to be defeated, as we all know. He may be able to put a bit of pressure on him to silence him a little bit. With the number of fire ballistas that he has already constructed, it's almost impossible for Wolf's infantry units to raid Saladin's walls. But it all now depends on what Emperor Frederick can do, and as it seems now, Caliph and Emir have got the better of Emperor Frederick. Frederick is not looking in a very good condition, though he was dominating Emir, but now with the support of Caliph on one end, it doesn't look like the case that he will be able to win this fight against Emir. Frederick is clearly losing everything now, gradually. Wolf seems to be a bit okay, but he's struggling a little bit in gathering resources. He's countering Saladin very well, but the thing is, soon he will be outnumbered as Emperor Frederick's situation is getting worse, gradually. Emir may not be able to put a lot of pressure on Emperor Frederick, but that's the other guy, Caliph, with whose support Emir was able to put Emperor Frederick on the back foot. Okay, now he is unleashing with his army, and it doesn't look very good for Emperor Frederick now. That's a lot of siege units aiming at his castle. I think assassins will be able to open up the gate now. Slaves have dug up the moat. Look at this assassin and Arabian swordman. They are still there trying to find an opening inside Frederick's castle, but they have destroyed the walls, but were not enough. I really was expecting Emperor Frederick to have killed Emir, but it was Caliph. Imagine if Caliph was attacking Wolf and not Emperor Frederick. I think that Emperor Frederick would have gotten the better of Emir Omar, and Wolf eventually would have been able to defend himself against both the guys, Saladin and Caliph, though he would not have been in a better condition than he is looking now. Caliph is charging again. He doesn't want to waste any time to kill Emperor Frederick. It's as if he has watched the previous video where Saladin and Wazir were attacking Wolf, and they were not focusing on killing Frederick, and Frederick was enjoying himself playing with Nizar. Wolf is looking okay, but because he has lost a good chunk of gold, he will not be able to recruit units as fast as he would like. But he's looking okay. He has got control of these resources here. His towers are looking filled with crossbowmen yet again. He is giving some blows to Saladin now, and it feels like Wolf is getting the better of Saladin right now. Saladin is not looking in a very good condition. So, I think Emperor Frederick will have to find some answers. Is this a chance here for Emperor Frederick? He's charging with his troops, but he's also facing another attack from Emir.
We are under attack.
It's an exchange of blows, and I think he will lose his old swordsman. Could have been a chance to have killed Emir, but wasted. Now then, Emir has retreated now. Caliph continues. I mean, Wolf is now looking very handsome. Wolf is looking very good. Saladin isn't looking that bad. But it is Wolf. Look at him. He's continuously destroying Saladin's towers. He's not allowing Saladin to buy any sort of time to get the resources independently, freely, I should say. And he is now attacking with yet another army. Will he be able to reach inside Saladin's castle? Well, his armies seem to be burnt. No. I thought so, but not. On one hand, Wolf's ally is struggling. On the other hand, Arab ally Saladin is struggling. Wolf is doing a pretty good job. An opening was made inside Saladin's castle, but no troops left for Wolf. But Wolf is clearly dominating against Saladin, but his ally seems to be in a lot of trouble. Emperor Frederick doesn't really want to give up, as it seems now. He has constructed his towers again, but not the main ones. Wolf has got most number of troops. Saladin still has got a good amount of gold, 8,000 almost. Emperor Frederick is struggling clearly, but his ally on the other hand is also struggling. He may not be struggling, he was not struggling actually, I thought so. But because he has lost gold, Emir, he's recruiting units slowly. Haven't really seen Caliph charging with a large army. He has shown consistency, but haven't really seen him charging with a large army, to be honest, against Frederick. It is wiser for these guys to delete this gate and enter inside instead of breaking the wall. We all know Arabian swordsmen are very slow in breaking the walls as well. Wolf is taking a good control of the situation against Saladin, but not his ally. Look at him. Wolf has reached 11,000 gold, which shows how good he is. But also, Saladin has got 16,000 gold. I wonder what Saladin is doing there, sitting idle. Okay, his barrack hasn't been placed here. Because I think Wolf probably is not allowing him to do so. Every time he places a barrack, mercenary, I should say, mercenary post, Wolf deletes that mercenary post. 19,000 gold now, but sooner or later he's going to place this mercenary post anyway. Caliph comes again. Yeah, as I mentioned, Saladin has been able to place his mercenary post, but it is Wolf who is not allowing him to really place his mercenary post. He sure should be recruiting more units now. Yes, he is. But here is an advantage that Wolf has. Whenever he destroys his mercenary post, he is not allowing Saladin to recruit troops, which means that he can buy enough time to, again, gather more resources as much as he would like, because no Arabian archers as such now will interrupt his economy. So he's doing a good job here. He's being more strategic. Saladin has placed his mercenary post yet again. Emperor Frederick is charging. Will he have a chance this time against Emir Omar?
We are under attack.
Okay, the gates of Saladin are open, and he was able to close the gates just on time. No, it's not yet. I thought so, but not. And Saladin is making a huge mistake here. While Wolf's troops are inside Saladin's castle, Saladin's troops are attacking him. So his troops are mispositioned here, and I think this will give Wolf a good chance here. He's got plenty of swordmen who were actually climbing Saladin's keep. Oh, that was pretty close. Saladin just survived. He made a blunder, but he just survived. And we were watching Emir, Frederick attacking Emir, think that he failed. But look at him. He was able to place his towers yet again, which means that he's putting up a very good fight here against these two guys. Credit goes to Emperor Frederick. But the question is, will he be able to find any success against Emir? I think these are Frederick's troops or Wolves. Frederick's swordsmen are still on the charge. And he is able to place his stone quarries yet again. Let's see what Saladin is doing now. He's recruiting troops, but Wolf has got 400 troops almost now. There was a good chance for Wolf to have killed him. Wolf is charging again. I probably think, no, not yet. What is Emperor Frederick doing here now? Looking good again. They doesn't want to give up very easily. Look at Emir. Emir's condition is very bad. And I don't think Caliph alone can kill Emperor Frederick. But he surely is giving a tough time to Frederick and allowing Emir to buy enough time to rebuild himself again, as we have seen. Surely these many crossbowmen are never going to allow Caliph's Arabian swordmen to reach the walls. Wolf is unleashing yet again with his army. I think it would be wise for Wolf to destroy his mercenary post again. This is something that I usually do when I attack enemies. I delete their mercenary posts and then they don't get a chance to recruit their troops whenever my army is close to their walls. And now then, does he have a chance? Does Wolf has a chance here? That's a lot of pikemen and swordsmen reaching Saladin's walls with the help of siege tower. Let's see if Wolf can kill Saladin this time. Saladin is recruiting as many troops as he would like, and I think it would be wiser for Saladin to recruit fire throwers and Arabian swordmen. Saladin is really a tough guy. Saladin defended himself yet again. He's really a tough guy, man. Caliph is attacking again. But this time Emperor Frederick's looking in a very good situation. He may not have got enough amount of gold, but he's looking in a very good condition now. He rebuilt his economy. Emir, though the castle is looking shattered, but he's still giving a tough time to Emperor Frederick. Every time they delete Emperor Frederick's towers, but then they find themselves having no clue to where they can get inside Emperor Frederick's castle. And because Emperor Frederick has got crossbowmen who are a very good counter against Arabian swordsmen, that gives Emperor Frederick an advantage. We have our Wolf guy going extremely well, putting a lot of pressure on Saladin. Saladin's gold is now 7,000 some. His economy is working fairly though, and I just think Saladin's castle caught fire here. Completely shattered, completely burnt, destroyed from inside. Fire just got caught. All of Saladin's buildings have caught fire now. It will push Saladin back a lot. It will definitely give Wolf a bit of advantage in slowing Saladin down. I think it probably is a very good time to attack Saladin now. And I just think, yeah, he is sending his troops forward now, sensing an opportunity here. Saladin has got some 5,000 gold left. And Wolf is attacking with almost 500 troops in total though. Wolf's armies are marching forward, and so does Emperor. Can Emperor have a chance this time in killing Emir? Emir, let's see how many troops he has. 234. It looks difficult. It looks difficult. That's a lot of swordsmen, but it looks difficult. Because Emir has got those fire throwers and oil smelter engineers. So let us just see what happens. On the other hand, we have our Wolf guy clearly dominating Saladin this time. Saladin has nothing on his towers, and Wolf's armies are marching freely. He needs to find an opening inside Saladin's castle now. It's wise for him to delete this gate. Let's see what Frederick is doing now. Okay, his swordmen have entered inside Emir's castle. That's a lot of swordsmen. Frederick has a chance here. But again, I think it just may be fire throwers who have rescued him. I can see Emir's lord here. Maybe it's a bug or what. I don't see his lord, but let us just see what Wolf's troops are doing. I think it would be wiser for Wolf's troops to destroy the gate and find an entrance. Caliph is charging with a large army, I just saw. That's a lot of Arabian swordsmen this time Caliph has sent forward. Saladin thinks he's in a real trouble here now. And he really is in extreme trouble. Okay, can Wolf dominate him this time? Just recruited enough number of troops to have defended him. Just enough. Okay, that's a lot of Arabian swordsmen, but Emperor Frederick has got plenty of crossbowmen to defend himself eventually. Can Emir recover from the previous attack? It doesn't look in a very good condition, and I think Emperor Frederick must be quick in killing him now. Okay, Wolf has caused a significant amount of damage against Saladin. Can he kill him? The question is, because Saladin, we all know how good he is in recovering and in rebuilding his economy and stuff again. Caliph has got a lot of gold in his account because he hasn't really been bothered by any of the enemies. Emperor Frederick is struggling a little bit with gathering resources though, which is allowing Emir to buy enough time to again recruit a little bit of troops to just defend himself. At times he is also charging. Okay, Wolf has recruited a lot of troops already and he is still recruiting more. Saladin has got only 97 troops, and the reason why Saladin is not able to recruit more units is because every time he places his mercenary post here, Wolf's trebuchets and catapults destroy this mercenary post, which again slows Saladin down in recruiting more troops. Here's our guy Caliph, and he's charging again. Okay, Emperor Frederick is sending his swordsman forward yet again. And this time Emir doesn't have plenty of troops up his sleeve. I think Wolf has already launched his another offense as well. Yes, Wolf's armies are marching forward against Saladin. Saladin's marketplace has again caught fire. And maybe, just maybe, the fire can spread out. It will not. Okay, we are watching Frederick and Wolf both dominating this fight.
Message from Saladin.
The situation looks grave indeed. Maybe a change of plan is needed.
Yeah, Saladin needs to change a bit of plan. But I don't think now much is left that Saladin can do. Look at him. He has got 3,000 gold, but he cannot recruit troops. His mercenary post was being destroyed consistently by Wolf. And now then, these many troops entering inside.
Message from Saladin.
Surely it is the game over for Saladin.
I'm just as well. I put myself at your mercy.
I mean, Wolf has done it yet again.
My master informs you of his
Well done,
desire
Wolf.
to take control of your lands. Prepare yourself.
Now it's 2 versus 2, and clearly now it seems like only Frederick and Wolf can win this fight from here. Will be interesting to see what target does Wolf select now. I think it should clearly be Emir, and it might just take one attack to kill him. Now he has got 253 troops. Look at Wolf, 540 troops, and is still recruiting more. But now they are clearly dominating this fight, and they will soon finish off the job. Yeah. Wolf is marching his armies forward against Emir, which will be a little bit of breather for Emperor Frederick as well. He was taking the burden of handling 2 guys alone. Yeah, this attack should take some burden off from Emperor Frederick. That's a lot of pikemen and swordmen. Come on, find an opening inside. Again, I don't want to see fire killing Wolf's army. Okay. An entrance found by Wolf's army, but Emir this time will be able to save him. Because he had enough amount of troops, enough number of troops. It's the best time for Emperor Frederick to attack now. Well, next is gonna be Caliph's turn. Come on, Wolfie. Recruit more troops. You're not finished yet. 27,000 gold. Look at Caliph, the amount of gold he has. 1,13,000 and some. But he really hasn't put a significant impact on this fight. Emir is now in bits and pieces, and he clearly is losing his breathing. these consistent stone showering from trebuchets have really pushed Emir back. Now Emperor Frederick is charging. Wolf's still recruiting troops. So it's still gonna be one by one. Look at the number of trebuchets Emperor Frederick has just constructed. Come on, you gotta destroy this mangonel tower, mate. I think he's just not targeting this tower. He should be. Mangonel is destroyed anyways. The walls were already wide open. Emir has got a few swordsmen who can defend him for a bit of time though. Caliph is attacking now with a lot of Arabian swordmen this time though. Wow, will that be enough to kill Emir? I don't think so. Oh, a lot of fire throwers that Emir has got here. I just forgot that. Emir's granary may just have been destroyed, but not. Okay, Wolf's troops are attacking, but they've found Caliph in the middle. Caliph doesn't have any chance against Emperor Frederick. He needs to be a bit smarter. If only he could have been a bit smarter, the outcomes would have been different.
Still never mind.
Okay, assassins have done a good job in killing a lot of fire throwers, but there are many more standing there. Surely they are not going to kill all of the Wolf's troops. This should be the game over, but Wolf's troops are burning. Emir Omar would just survive this attack as well. Such a bad luck for Wolf. They found Caliph's troops in the middle of the hills there. Emir's these two stone quarries and a bit of iron mines have been so consistent in delivering him enough goods to recruit more troops, but now clearly there is no hope left for Emir. He has been exhausted to his death. I mean, these broken towers show you the sign of a legend. He was struggling early on. He wasn't in a very bad condition for once. Like, I mean, Saladin was still giving him a very tough time. But Emperor Frederick was clearly giving up the hopes. And all of a sudden, the things shifted as we saw Wolf dominating Saladin on one end, and on the other hand, we saw Emperor Frederick again pushing Emir back, with Caliph unable to, cause a significant amount of damage against Emperor Frederick. Initially, because Emir had a good amount of gold, he was pretty consistent with his attacks, but later on, when he lost a good amount of gold, he just was very slow in recruiting troops, and he wasn't that consistent to have threatened Emperor Frederick, which allowed Emperor Frederick to buy enough time to recruit again and again, to reconstruct his castle again and again.
A message from the Emir.
Things aren't going so well, are they? Still never mind.
Well, Emir is trying his best, but only one touch of a sword is left now, and the game over for Emir.
Mother told me to be more careful. Still, a better life awaits.
Yes,
A message from
and there
Emperor
is
Frederick.
not
The
much
Empire
hope
claims
left
an
for
ally.
Caliph now.
So the story unfolds.
Well done, Emperor Frederick. But look at Caliph. I mean, he's increasing the numbers now. It's something that he should have done a bit earlier when his ally was there supporting him in killing Emperor Frederick. If they had a good impact on Emperor Frederick, they were dominating against him. But the Caliph didn't have enough troops. Every time he was sending minor attacks, not too many Arabian swordsmen as he's doing now. Maybe just sensing that he missed an opportunity or some. That's just a game though. But that's a lot of Arabian swordmen. But which he should have recruited earlier. Something that he should have done earlier would have killed Emperor Frederick. These many Arabian swordsmen. Uh, His defenses were clearly breached for some time in the middle. But now there is no hope left, no matter how many Arabian swordsmen he sends. And now it's time to give Caliph a reality check. He's got a good amount of gold though, and Wolf and Frederick will be competing with each other to get the most of what Caliph has. Look at the number of Arabian archers there, and crossbowmen too. But it's siege units that are far more effective against Caliph than anything else. His castle isn't that strong. And he clearly relies on this pitch thing. Yeah, surely it's gonna take a little bit of time before they can completely destroy Caliph. Still, many swordsmen are entering inside Caliph's castle. Caliph has a strategy. He places a bit of pitch ditch here, and whenever the enemy enters inside, he burns the enemy's troops down at this specific area. He's so dangerous. Only one catapult. I want to see more catapults attacking at Caliph's castle. Exhaust him to death, guys. He's got 98,000 gold now. Surely he's gonna lose a lot of gold. Caliph certainly has increased the number of his troops offensively. Look at Wolf. I really love to see Wolf recruiting these many troops. A clear sign of dominance. And charging as well against Caliph. I want to see them attacking with more siege engines though. Caliph's economy is working fine. He's on 1 lakh gold. Only one siege unit, and that too will not get constructed. That's what I want to see from Emperor. That has to be a lot of trebuchets. Active trebuchets I want to see. Destroy the tower. Well done. Okay, this time they have found an opening inside Caliph's castle from another position. Caliph just replaced his wall on time. I mean, he has got placed his pitch and stuff everywhere inside his castle at very strategic points. Very well structured castle, I must say. 91,000 gold he has now. Look at the number of horse archers Wolf has. This is just a raiding party of Wolf. Emperor Frederick is now looking extremely wonderful. We'll still be getting some blows from Caliph, but that's not gonna harm him anymore. Yep, poor bones of Emir here. Oh, Caliph is protecting his apple farms. $85,000 gold for Caliph, and he's attacking again. Maybe he can try to switch his target. This time they have found, all the three armies have found each other in the middle of the mountains.
We are under attack.
Did not want to see this. They've just eaten Caliph's Arabian swordmen there. Incredible to watch. The gate is breached. An opening has been made inside Caliph's castle. Again, the question is, can they
From the Caliph.
Stay away from my land.
get away from Caliph's pitch ditch stuff? Yeah, that's a big deal. Well done, Caliph. Again, he protected himself nicely. Now Wolf has surpassed Caliph in terms of gold. He has 90,000 gold and Caliph has 78, and Caliph will after every attack he will keep losing a big chunk of gold, and will soon find Caliph having not enough to defend him, to rebuild his economy castle again and again. That's something that he's doing now, which is helping him stay there for some time, but it's not gonna happen once he will run short of gold. Frederick and Wolf are charging again. I would love to see Emperor Frederick sending even more swordsmen than what he's sending now. Haven't really seen him charging with a lot of swordmen, as many as we saw Wolf sending. I mean, with a mix of pikemen and swordmen. Would love to see Frederick sending that many as well. But this attack doesn't look a very big attack in terms of numbers. Caliph's Arab archers are destroying Frederick's trebuchets. Okay, crossbowmen are firing Arabian swordsmen. Back and forth, armies everywhere. Surely Caliph can do no harm against Emperor Frederick.
A message from the Caliph.
It's a matter of when is he going to lose. He is extremely good at burning everything down. Unlike Sheriff, who burns his own castle down every time enemy attacks. $65,000. Look at Wolf. He's clearly enjoying his time out there in the middle after killing Saladin. Armory full of weapons. Every building is functioning. Look at the inn active. Wolf is having a perfect time out there. Freddy's knights are attacking Caliph's buildings. It would be wiser for Emperor Frederick to delete, farm. You know why? It's because then Caliph will have to buy wood and then replace his farms. That's gonna cost him economy. He surely cannot gather wood now where there's nothing, not much trees left on the map. No trees left on the map. No woodcutter placed by enemies. We are watching all the three attacking again. They just gather at these hills and then they find themselves fighting against each other in the middle of the map. Again, Caliph is sending a lot of Arabian swordsmen. It should be interesting. But can crossbowmen kill all of them before they can reach? Well, they were all eaten. They were all eaten by pikemen and swordmen that Wolf and Frederick had. Wonderful to watch. Come on, kill this guy.
A message from the Caliph.
He's gonna burn down all the troops. Maybe a little bit of hope that they can kill Caliph this time again. Their troops are being burnt in the fire. But maybe we just have a hope here that this can be last attack. It will not be. His castle has been designed so smartly. Why didn't they choose to attack from here? Let me see. Okay, is that a water port? Okay, they just could not. It's because it's a water port here, so they just could not, climb up the keep from here. So they had to go cover this distance all the way, come from here and then climb up the keep. Smartly constructed castle. Credit goes to those who have, who put their thoughts into, modifying AI's castle so smartly. I mean, these are things that one may not notice, to be honest. But this is, something that really benefits Caliph defensively. Well done. Caliph is down to 42,000. Yeah, we are watching Caliph feeling the pressure. And let me be honest, I underestimated Caliph. I thought that they might have killed him in a couple of attacks, but that wasn't the case. That was not the case. Caliph has done an extremely well job. and staying there for this long. I mean, defensively, sometimes I think that Caliph is far better than Wazir, Nizar, and Emir, even though he doesn't have those strong walls and those strong towers, no mangonels, no fire ballistas on his towers. But every time you see the his ability to rely on the pitch ditch and his timing of burning the enemy troops down is so perfect that every time it saves him, even against a large number of troops.
A message from the Caliph.
Stay away from
Now
my
then,
lands, infidel! Stay away!
now then, an opening has been made, but yet again he's burning troops down at the very perfect time. He's doing an extremely good job in defending himself. Honestly, Caliph's castle has been constructed extremely well. Oh my goodness. Had it been the other Caliph, unmodified Caliph, that he would have been a gunner by now. Wolf and Frederick must be thinking that this guy is a headache now. 30,000 gold. He still has got some gold in his account, but surely when he's going to lose a lot of money, the way he is losing already, that's gonna sum up the fight. Is this a good time to attack him again? Feels like a good time. He's still setting things up. He hasn't really reconstructed his castle completely. Now, how many troops does Wolf have now? I really want to see Wolf reaching 700 troops. Emperor Frederick is also about 400.
We are under attack.
We must not forget that Caliph is also recruiting a large number of troops as well. And he is also attacking. I mean, their timing is all the same. They're all attacking at each other at the very same time. So they met each other in the middle of the map, and Emperor Frederick and Wolf have every time outnumber Caliph's Arabian swordmen and kill them in the middle on the hills. Well, crossbowmen didn't even allow Arabian swordmen to get closer to them. Well done.
A message from the Caliph.
Stay away from my lands, infidel! Stay away!
Caliph is feeling the heat this time, and he doesn't have many troops recruited on time. Should this be enough to kill him? He has again burned the fire. I think that's gonna be it. I'm expecting this to be the game over for
From the
Caliph.
Caliph.
Surely, yes.
The last of me.
Game over for Caliph. Well done, Wolf. Well done, Emperor Frederick. Credit goes to both of them, especially Emperor Frederick, who was outnumbered initially at the start of the fight, but he really made a comeback very well. Most amount of gold was earned by Wolf and then Caliph. Of course, he enjoyed a good amount of time there. And then Emperor Frederick did a very good job. And the most number of troops were recruited by Caliph and then Wolf and Emperor Frederick and then Saladin and Emir. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And, Wolf and Emperor Frederick have done it again. So credit goes to them. I'll see you in the next